All right, here we go, grade 9 review. Okay, for some people in here, this will be like nothing, what we're doing here today. For others, they'll say, I don't want to remember that from grade 9, and that's okay. We want to get everyone sorted up to the same level here. Okay, so I'm going to start on saying integer. Actually, I'm going to try to start with you guys, and then maybe change. Okay, first thing we're going to ask the volunteer here. What integer is the word integer before? Okay. An integer is a positive or negative whole number. So what I mean is -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And off to infinity in both directions there. All right, so decimals don't work. These are just whole numbers. I'm going to say all basic math rules follow. And I'm going to say remember that negative means opposite. Okay, so it's just going to be the opposite of the positive value here. Before I keep going, anyone else needs to hand this in here? You're still working on that's okay. You can do your homework later, but two people, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Still nothing? Okay, so integers are somewhat of a terror to people. You guys are an academic, so I'm hoping that we can do this with no issues here today. Cassidy, you are the lucky contestant number 1. Here we go. All right, Cassidy, can you be brave, please? No calculator for this today, guys. Okay, so if you're using a calculator, don't. Because we're not using calculators here today. Cassidy, 3 minus 5. -2, excellent. So there's a, do that in your head however you want to. All right. The way I do it for myself is I subtract them, like 5 minus 3, and it's a negative because the bigger number is negative. Alyssa. 14 plus -8. 6, perfect, okay. By the way, if when we go through this, you're saying to yourself, this isn't making sense, someone please stop me, or else I'm going to keep going at 100 miles an hour, okay? Maya, -3 minus -11. This may be a two-stepper. Not quite -15. Careful here, okay? What is the negative? Remember, negative says switch. How do you deal with a negative, -11? What do you do with a negative? No. What's negative? What does -11 change into? Right? That's right. Emily, go ahead. Yeah, so this is the same as just -3 plus 11, right? And you can do that in your head. You don't have to show your work. If you can do that in your head, then do it in your head there. Okay, so what's -3 plus 11, Spencer? No? Oh. Okay. Now, here we go. If you don't like being put on the spot, I'm going to say too bad. I'm sorry. I gently say I'm sorry I was working at it to get through this, okay? But you will have to do it. Now, if you're saying to yourself, negatives I don't like, and usually you can do that in your head that I always do, I just say 11 minus 3, right? So 11 minus, -3 plus 11 is like 11 minus 3. Noah, are you ready? 8 times negative 2. If you weren't in my class before, a dot means multiply. So 8 times negative 2 is what? It is negative 16. Now remember for how that goes, right? It's going to be, if the signs are the same, it stays positive. If the signs are opposite, it goes negative, right? So if that would have been negative 8 times negative 2, it would have been positive 16. All right, Lindsay, are we ready? Actually, I'm going to give you a second and everyone else a second to try this one out first. I'm going to hit pause because this one's a little bit bigger. Now, try and do these without a calculator, okay? So don't try it on your paper first. Give yourself a second to do it. You should be able to do this in your head without a calculator if absolutely. Oh, there's a lot of things open. Now, I'm going to do this as a two-step question. Lindsay, we'll start, pretend this isn't here. What's negative 5 times negative 3 going to be? Yeah, positive 15. Okay, now before we continue here, sorry, lost it. Sorry. Calvin, is the final result here going to be positive or negative? Negative, because it's positive and negative. Now 15 times 9, yeah. Did anyone do that in their head other than me? Calvin, go ahead. Now, if you say to yourself, oh no, Mr. Sadler, that's awful. Okay, it is. The way you can probably do it is I do 9 times 5 is 45, whoops. And then 9 times 10 is 90. Okay, are we sort of feeling this coming back for some people, I hope? If it isn't, that's okay. You're good? Okay. BEDMAS. Now, I just heard somebody groan here, okay? Here's the thing. BEDMAS is every single question you do in life is BEDMAS. Like, there's no question that isn't BEDMAS. I'm calling this section BEDMAS because I'm trying to trick you guys with some difficult stuff here. Okay, but every question you deal with in life is always BEDMAS. Okay? So, all I'm going to say is, these are rules to help with order of operations. All right, Megan. Can you be brave, please? And recite what BEDMAS actually stands for, please. And these are interchangeable, right? You can multiply before you can divide. Either one of those is okay. I think I'm going to hit pause on my video and let it save, and then we'll come back and do an example here. So if you're still printing, oops, if you're still printing, it's okay.